It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears, and it comes your way next.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bears trying to piece things back together after a tough 3-14 campaign. They've got one guy they can build around, though, and that's Justin Fields.
And he is quite the talent, and they're trying to build around him indeed, because they've added pieces in free agency, added pieces in the NFL draft. They want to get away from him having to use his legs as much as he did in 2022. They want to be able to throw the ball and move the ball downfield that way as well.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Just about set to roll now from snowy Chicago. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And incomplete to open things up. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. On the option left is Fields. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Herbert powering up the middle. Shrugs him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Fields now to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
They talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or hit breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
41 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Herbert. Sheds off the tackle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Jack Fox now. And here's Taylor on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff for Herbert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Fields. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And some room. There he goes, left side. Pushes past him. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 16-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
From the red zone now, Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On first down, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Herbert now on the option. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Field goal out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Goff. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, it's gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Goff. Going deep for Montgomery. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 31 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bears 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss left side for Herbert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 55 yards. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Goff on first down. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. Down to the 42, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Goff now looks to throw. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the third.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Back to throw, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Goff. Complete to Wright. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense coming through on 3rd down. Loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
A 41-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. To return is Scott. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chicago offense set to get started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And again, back to Kmet. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here comes second down. Now Fields. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, 28 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Goff. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give running right is Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Detroit.